What's up, guys? This is OmegaLiar, and before I get into too much about what I really want to talk about, I want you just to take a look at the score now, and take a look at what it's going to be in a little bit, because well, at the final score, like, we're pretty much getting wrecked. It's 3-cap already, and they're really pulling the lead, but I end up coming us back a little bit. I don't think we end up winning, but I also joined late, so not much I can really do there. Anyway, it's a pretty enjoyable gameplay. I haven't played Black Ops in a while, and it's not that Black Ops has a bad connection system, but so few people play it. Literally, it got a huge drop-off, so now getting into a game, like a local game, is very hard to do. So I'm dealing with a 3-bar in this game, but I still do alright. Like, you see right there, I was shooting at him a while, and then he runs up the stairs and dies, but I mean, what can you do? It's still a pretty fun game, and here I'm using my favorite gun setup, the Commando with a blue dot and a silencer. I've also got, like, the camo and whatever, you know, the usual. But today I'm going to oh, and also so close to 1,000 subscribers. It's so cool. Now, today I wanted to talk about Black Ops 2 because this has been long requested by a loyal subscriber to do a live commentary talking about it. And I'm alive, and this is a commentary, so I'm going to be talking about it. Now, the actual live commentary didn't go so well as far as the commentary, so I just wanted to get this out for you guys because it is a topic I definitely want to touch on. Alright, so let's get into it. What does Black Ops 2 need to... Oh my god, I'm sorry. What does Black Ops 2 need to be? Well, for one, it needs to be... Well, for one, an improvement on Black Ops and an improvement on Modern Warfare. So, the first thing is, obviously, the scoreboard needs to come back. It's just a much better system, and the fact that we don't have it in Modern Warfare 3 is laughable. It needs to have better hit detection than Black Ops and Modern Warfare 3. I played Modern Warfare 2 a decent amount, and I never had really hit detection issues with that game, so I guess they could try and work it back to a Modern Warfare 2 type system, even though Treyarch and Infinity Ward don't really work together too much. So chances of that happening, very slim, but they need to get the hit detection down in a game like this, because there's a lot of players that get affected by it. People who sit back more, who don't rush around as much, not a big deal, but if you half the time, if you play like me, then you really do need a good connection, or at least one that connects you to local before it connects you to a wider spread range. And that doesn't mean lock people into a local range, which Modern Warfare 3 did at one point. That means that it searches local, then it goes wider, if it can't find anything. So that's for one about the hit detection. Mechanical stuff, graphically, it should be like Black Ops as far as gun attachments and the way every attachment you put on your gun actually changes the gun, and all the weapon customization should be in, and emblem customization. That stuff is all fantastic and makes the game more fun. Even if it's just something stupid like matching your emblem to your gun camo and using it a lot. But it really does make a difference, and it adds life to a game. So that hopefully that all comes back, because I enjoyed it personally, and I think a lot of other people enjoyed it. It's also funny to see the occasional penis sitting around. God, that guy made me angry. I think I died to him again. I'm not positive, but anyway. So yeah, all that customization stuff needs to come back. As far as kill streaks, this is a big one, because in Modern Warfare 3, we have support, we have assault, and we have specialist. And if you're wondering what I think support is decent, and it has kill streaks that just shouldn't be in support. But for the most part, it's not terrible. Now, obviously, those kill streaks that I'm talking about is the EMP and the stealth bomber. As far as Juggernaut, they're really not hard to deal with. They're slow, and they have a riot shield and a pistol. Most people can't even use pistols, so it's not really a huge detriment to anyone. But the real big issue here is do I get him? Oh no, my helicopter gets him. The real big issue here is finding the right balance, because by giving people with support EMPs, that for one takes away a lot from people who are getting a high assault kill streak, and then suddenly they can't call them in, like Reapers and AC-130s and Pavlos and stuff. So that gets really frustrating. EMP should be is a legitimate kill streak that really can change the pace of a game. and should not be just straight up 18 kills. If anything, if they are to keep something like that in support, it needs to be a lot more. 18 is just too little, and everyone can get one every game. It should be something that you have to risk yourself on. It comes down in the final parts of the game. So maybe I was thinking something more around 25 to 30 kills in objective stuff, because that way it doesn't necessarily happen every single game, but it can, if you need something to really push for, it gives you something to push for that can really help your team out if you're losing towards the end of the game. So that's sort of my take on support. Now, as far as the other kill streaks, I also think they need to just sort of increase everything in support, because it shouldn't be 4 kills and then you just automatically have a UAV. It should probably be like 6. So I think everything should just get bumped up a little bit, slow it down a bit. Then it'll probably make people less likely to use support as much and don't have as many options. Because with that many options, people get really tempted to use it, and that can slow the pace down of a game. And knowing Treyarch, their maps are probably going to be decently big, so that's something you don't really want. Now, as far as guns, they need to do it like Modern Warfare 3 without the Type 95 and PV90. They really have to look to fire rates of guns, to range of guns, and power of guns. A gun with a high fire rate should either have a lot of recoil and a decent range, or almost no range at all and medium recoil. High fire rate is always high power. Even if it's like a 3-shot or 4-shot kill, if you have a very high fire rate, you're still gonna get quick kills. They shouldn't have any standouts, and this is something that they can predict beforehand. Anyone could have looked at the Type 95 and saw it's 1,000 rounds per minute fire rate at 3-round burst, and 2-shot kill was going to destroy a gun like the M16 every single time. And having one gun with 1,000 rounds per minute, even if it's just a burst of 3, having a 2-shot kill is deadly. That's like the FAMAS. And everyone knew the FAMAS was overpowered. And so I think Treyarch and Infinity Ward need to get that mentality out of their head that popular guns are popular because they are. They're not. Popular guns are popular because they're good. It's always the case. You don't see people running around with the PM9 because it sounds the best in the game. No, it doesn't happen. People use good guns naturally. If they find success with a gun, they will use it over and over and over again. Most people aren't kind of like me, who just kind of want to use guns that they like because they look good. So that definitely needs to be the case. Gun balance is big, and they could easily do it. No stopping power, obviously. They need to revamp the ghost system. And also, did you know that in Black Ops, there's a team deathmatch called Team Deathmatch Express that doesn't allow second chance or ghost? Do you know how much better this game would have been if that playlist had been around since the beginning of the game? That is honestly the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I logged onto this game. Before I got this game, I was looking at it. Couldn't get into a game because only about 5 people knew about it. But they had a playlist that fixed every problem in this game. I could not believe it. But anyway, I just wasted a bit of time there. So yeah, that covers the graphics, the game balance, the mechanics, and that's what I think about that for the most part. But the last thing, it comes down to the other types of kill streaks. Should specialists come back? Yes. It needs to be buffed though. I don't know about Moabs or anything. I think that'd be fun if they do a 25 kill streak kind of reward, but only for kills. And that would definitely be cool. So maybe, I don't know when Black Ops 2 is gonna take place, but it could be some kind of big bomb or something. Aside from that, yeah, no, it's a loss, whatever. Aside from that, it should be if you're using specialist, you get 4 perks. The 4th perk is whatever you choose, and every 2 kills you get a new one, except if you're using hardline. I think that would make it more useful, but anyway, if you that's pretty much what I think. So if you like this video, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next commentary. And as always, thanks for watching. Give this video a like.